Hi everyone, welcome back to Moksha Bhumi. In the last video, we learnt about Vedas, but still, it has so many information that we need to learn about Vedas, and we shall learn them in this video. Before going into the video, I request all of you to kindly subscribe and click on bell icon for more notifications, like, comment and share the video. Myself Vishnu Dasan, I once again welcome you all into this grand journey of Sanatana Dharma. So, we learned that Vedas are pramana, and there are so many other books like Ramayana, Mahabharata, Upanishads, Puranas, etc. They all come under Smriti, but Vedas comes under Shruti. For every Smriti text, Pramana is within Shruti only. Shruti has its Pramana in itself because Vedas are the breath of the Paramatma. So, Paramatma and Vedas are not different from each other. They are both one and the same. And still there are so many names also for Vedas. For example, Nigama. Nigama means the one which is coming from so many years of memorization between Guru and Sishyas. So, as I have already told you that Vedas are transferred from one memory to another memory, from Guru to Sishyas, and that's why it's called as Nigama. And also it has another name as Amnayam. Amnayam means the Vedas are continuously transferring from one memory to another through generations after generations. That's why it's called as Amnayam. And as I have told, Vedas have no single founder because Vedas are the breath of Paramatma, the breath of Lord Vishnu, and that's why it does not have a founder. Rather, it itself is a part of the Paramatma. And Vedas are of 4 types, and you all know about that also: Rig Veda, Yajurveda, Samaveda and Atharva Veda. And I also told that these Vedas were once a single book. Later, it was differentiated according to its tattvas into 4 books, which was also differentiated by Veda Vyasa, and he is an incarnation of Lord Vishnu. The original name of Veda Vyasa is Krishna Dvaipayana. The name Veda Vyasa was given to him because he differentiated the Vedas. Veda Vyasa. Vyasa means differentiating in Sanskrit. That's why he was called as Veda Vyasa. And there are tattvas in Vedas like Vaidika karmas, and based on that, Veda Vyasa has divided the Veda into 4 parts: Rig Veda, Yajurveda, Samaveda and Atharva Veda. So, nowadays, you can hear that some people are calling themselves as Rigvedic, and some as Yajurvedic, and some as Samavedic, and some other as Atharva Vedic. The reason for that is, for generations after generation in their generation line, they have been learning that Veda. That's why they are the followers of the specific Veda. And also, you can see that Nowadays you can hear that Dvivedi, Trivedi, Chaturvedi, etc. The reason behind that is their family generations have been learning two Vedas, that's why Dvivedi, three Vedas, that's why Trivedi, and four Vedas, that's why Chaturvedi. Like that, the families, generation after generation, learning Vedas through memorization. And like that, the Vedas are transferring from one memory to another memory. And this is the rules and regulations, the way of life given by Paramatma to us in order to live a peaceful life. But nowadays, you can also see that so many are talking nonsense about Sanatana Dharma, and the festivals that we follow as our generations had passed, those festivals are renamed according to a specific task, differentiating it from the Sanatana Dharma. But the reason for that is they don't have minimum knowledge on Sanatana Dharma. Even you can see that the Makara Sankranti or the Pongal that we Indians celebrate is a part of Sanatana Dharma. But some are saying that it's a harvest festival. No, that's not a harvest festival. This festival is specific for the worship of Lord Surya or the sun god, because the Lord Surya transfers from one Rasi to another Rasi in monthly gaps. And on this Sankranti day, he is coming under Makara Rasi. He takes exactly 6 months to travel from Karkataka Rasi to Makara Rasi and Makara Rasi to Karkataka Rasi, vice versa. And these 6 months are differentiated according to Uttarayana and Dakshinayana. From Makara to Karkataka is Uttarayana and Karkataka to Makara is Dakshinayana. And you can see that the sun is visible in one side during Dakshinayana and another side during Uttarayana. And this is followed by our ancestors and were written in our scriptures long before. And that's why we celebrate the sun god. And you can see that a harvest is done so many times during a year, maybe 2 or 3 times or more than 3 times. But why specific day for harvest day? Did you think about it? These are just to brainwash Hindus in believing that Sankranti or Pongal is not their festival. This is just a mind full of waste thoughts. Sankranti or Pongal is a festival of Hindus, and we should be proud to worship the sun god, because without him there is no crops, without him there is no food, without him there is no life too. That's why we are celebrating the sun god on Makara Sankranti day. And we shall learn more about our festivals and also our Sanatana Dharma in upcoming videos. Until then, Vishnu Dasan signing off.